Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with Nanami versus Lelouch. We are going to go ahead and drop Nobara turn 1, discarding a Sukuna's finger, putting that bad boy in trash, getting our energy, and passing turn. On this deck I do like to go first, and I liked the hand. I think this was my starting hand. I didn't mulligan this, so seeing the two Gojos I thought was really nice because everything runs on 4 energy, unlike my Kurapika deck. So pretty solid way to start. We are going to drop Nanami and Gojo, get that energy going, and pass turn. My opponent did play down a Kallen and then a card to bounce Kallen back. He's now playing down Kallen and another Kallen. I believe that is the 3 energy Kallen, which looks at the top 5 of your deck and reveals a Gurren card. So looking for the mech. No mech, unfortunate for my opponent, and they end up passing turn. Our hand is looking decent. I don't hate our hand, but we definitely are not seeing some of our pieces. So we end up drawing the special, Nanami's special collapse is what it's called. I finally remembered, and that is good because we like to keep Nanami on the back line, just in case. And we are going to drop the Yuji that lets us have a 4K blocker on opponent's turn, as well as just playing out the raid Yuji. There are some times where I feel like the raid Yuji is not worth it. I don't want to bounce something back to their hand, and playing Yuji down as just a 4K body doesn't feel terrible. So my opponent is going to go ahead and play another Kallen looking for a Gurren. Hopefully they hit it. They do. They ended up hitting it. And as I've said a couple of times, we allow proxies in our group because we want a scene. We don't want to gatekeep the scene, and it's a pretty small scene here, so we are happy to run it. And he's slowly working on getting those cards. So the Gurren is going to come out, and this card is a monster. I believe it's the Gurren MK2 if I'm not mistaken. Which if a Lelouch is on the field, it forces the block. Is it the Gurren? I think it's the Gurren. I can't tell. It is hard to tell with the proxies, I will say. I'm sure he will comment if it's not. But we end up getting Gojo, no trigger, going to trash, and they play a Kallen on the front line. I know a lot of people call this a Lelouch deck, but we are all pretty sure it's a Kallen deck, really. Yep, so there we go. We are going to collapse the Gurren there, sending it to the bottom of the field, or bottom of the deck, excuse me, and sending the, the guy to trash. Very descriptive, I know, I'm sorry. Turn, we drew for turn, drawing into Sukuna, I believe, and then we are going to play out the Sukuna to draw 2, discard 1. Seeing a color Nanami, I love having the color Nanamis in my hand, but it is pretty tough to... I need things in trash to play, so we end up hitting them, getting a trigger, getting a raid, and getting a get trigger. So passing turn, and we finally established a Sukuna on board as well as a Yuji. And yeah, you can see I've got 3 things in my trash that I can put to removal. So Nanami, that color trigger Nanami, super useful in this deck. I really love how it plays and how it feels. But right now, I cannot do that. I do not have enough cards, even with Finger. But I don't want to put Finger in my removal, obviously. But I digress. So my opponent pushing the Kallen to the front line, playing the C2 and the Kallen in the back line. We know they have a raid. They did hit a raid trigger last turn when we hit them with Sukuna. It just kind of depends on what they want to raid with or raid on. But they really haven't seen Lelouch this game, which is pretty fortunate for us, honestly, and we are sitting in a really good position. We've got some aggressors. Next turn, we're going to be able to play more aggressors. I'm okay taking a hit or 2 here, I think, because, yeah, I mean, our board is about to get pretty big, and as I said, they're not seeing Lelouch, which is really helpful for us. I think a lot of their bodies rely on seeing Lelouch, either to raid on or to gain extra benefits, but yeah, I think their deck is a lot of Kallen, honestly. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and tap AAP to play Lelouch. Speak of the devil. That Lelouch makes me discard a card from hand. I'm going to give them a 0 cost. We're going to go ahead and block with both of our bodies up front and pass turn. Or he's going to pass turn. We are going to draw into a beautiful altar raid Nanami. I don't really want to raid on Nanami at this moment, but we do draw into a special, and I think that getting rid of the Lelouch that we have is a good option. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and bottom deck the Lelouch. Yeah, I really like Nanami's special. I think it's really good, just being able to bottom deck cards instead of put it in trash. So there is a Gurren off the first hit, and then a color trigger, I believe, off of the second hit. Looks like I'm not, or a draw trigger. I'm not sure what trigger it is, huh? I thought I already put all the triggers in here. I'm sorry about that. But we are gonna go ahead and pass turn. Not being able to build the board I wanted. Not seeing a lot of my big bodies. Seeing the raid Nanami is nice, but playing Nanami out early does not feel great. So my opponent is going to go ahead and play, I think that is the Gwaine. I get them so confused. Yes, it is the Gwaine. He's minusing all of my characters by 1,000, which definitely makes this turn hurt more. Popping my, maybe not popping my Sukuna, but yeah, we're just talking about the math. Yep, popping my Sukuna. Pretty unfortunate with the, is it the Gurren? Dude, I can't tell. The Gurren, the Gwaine, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I can't tell what raid card that is. We are gonna go ahead and get the special out of trigger though, saving what could have been a really nasty turn, and we get another special trigger. Wow, we've seen it all. We're gonna tap 1 to draw, drawing into Nobara, our one winner, Nobara. She is the most sought out winner card, so I have a lot of Genoses, which is great. I just started reading One Punch Man, and I will be making a One Punch Man playmat, and I will be playing One Punch Man. So I think we are gonna go ahead and drop. I'm torn between dropping the special and raiding. Yep, we're just gonna put the finger over there, or excuse me, dropping the special or playing more bodies. And I'm gonna go ahead and play a body. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna swing 4, get the block from Kallen, and pass turn. And now we have Nobara up there as a chump blocker. Potentially something I should have moved. I should have moved the Nobara that's on the back line up front, maybe a little bit earlier, just to kind of protect from the onslaught that can happen at any moment. I feel like the Code Geass, Purple Lelouch, and Kallen deck pretty nasty, but my opponent does end up finding a 0, placing it on the front line. He is able to play Absolute Obedience, removing, that is his special. It lets him keep a AP, and then he's going to raid with the Gurren MK2. That card is the bane of my existence. It has impact and forces a block. Super annoying. We hit the final there, and we are going to hit the get with our box topper Yuji. Drawing into another finger. That is pretty nice, but hopefully we can draw into some bigger bodies. At this point, I'm thinking I have to remove something. The bigger bodies are really scaring me. I think potentially removing 0 would have been a decent idea, but I don't know. I think it's like a little too late for that, you know? He's already done his damage, so we are gonna tap 2, and this potentially could have been a misplay, honestly. I should be doing Sukuna Finger. I should be playing the Sukuna's Finger, I think, because it restands the AP. And I don't feel like there's any harm in doing the Sukuna's Finger. I think it just benefits me. I would have been able to restand the AP and still done the Nanami effect here. So color trigger Nanami going through. We're gonna tap, or we're gonna draw 3, and we draw into some bodies. Going 3 at life. Yeah, getting an easy block. Just want to see if my opponent's awake and passing. I know after talking about this game, both me and my opponent felt like this game was kind of a weird game. And I think that I messed up bad there. I think playing the Sukuna's Finger could have gotten me some benefits, but there is the Gurren forcing the block impact. I get another Nanami. I'm going to go ahead and take this, getting a final, and we'll block, and I need something with impact, and we don't draw into our Sukuna. Let's see if I play the finger here. Definitely thinking about playing Nanami until One Punch Man comes out, which granted is not that far off. I haven't really looked at the One Punch Man decks though, so if you guys want to see me play a certain One Punch deck, let me know. I think I mentioned I'm just starting to read the manga, and it's so good. So I'm going to play the Sukuna Finger now, drawing into another Raid Nanami. And I think that when I'm in situations like this, I think it's really bad. I play things like this so horribly. I should just be playing bodies on the board. I don't mind this bouncing the Gurren back to hand. I don't think that's the best play. Don't think it's the best play. Don't think it's the worst play. But I think that in moments like these, I really need to remember to get bodies on the board, just to try and protect myself. If he has to have impact, then he has to have impact. But I think at this point, I don't think the Gurren has impact. But he has something. Does he play the Gekka? No, I don't think he does. I don't remember what the other... I feel like he has two... Oh, the Gurren MK2 with Kallen on it. That's probably what it is. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's the other raid. I'm so sorry, guys. I haven't played any Code Geass, so that's where I am. So that's kind of what makes it hard. So we're going to go ahead and swing. He gets the 3K, the active. Pretty much a bummer there. Getting another active, I was like, bro, seriously? And that's really funny, he actually just got 2 actives, because in the last game he and I played in a tournament, he got 2 specials and won the game off of that. So this man, he's stacking his life, guys. He is stacking his life. I would never. But he is going to go ahead and force the block with the Gurren, and I say, yeah, that's game, dude. I'm pretty sure that is game. Potentially I could have gone another round, but I just go ahead and fold, just not seeing what I need for impact, knowing that I'm gonna need to block everything. Yeah, I go ahead and fold. Maybe I folded a little too early. As I said, that game felt really weird to play, and yeah, I think I just was thrown off. I don't really like the way I played, and I'm sure you guys don't either. But hey, look at that foil One Punch Man AP I got. Super excited about it now that I'm reading One Punch Man. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really love making the Union Arena videos. They're really fun. I love Union Arena, even though, the other day I probably said some things very much not along those terms. What can I say? When you get 2 specials and lose the game off of the 2 specials out of life, it's tough, But yeah, I'm just thank you guys so much for all you guys are doing, and I will be getting the Kaiju number 8 playmats back in stock as soon as possible. So thank you guys for working with me, and thank you guys for enjoying my content. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day.